Welcome to the channel. Tractors, Horses, and More. Used to be Tractor Pulling with GZ. Been kind of busy, and I apologize. I say this every time, but I guess horrible at posting anything on YouTube anymore. And I got the channel, and I was in Sheldon, Missouri the other night, and there's several of you don't do Facebook, and you do YouTube. You watch YouTube, and one guy got kicked off of YouTube, never can, or Facebook. He got kicked off Facebook, and he can't be on Facebook no more. So he said, GZ, he said, why don't you put some stuff on YouTube? He said, I can't keep in the loop. So that's what I'm going to start doing now. I'm going to try to do it after every pull down, keep you updated on the pulling on Midwest. So today I decided I got a studio. I'm getting ready for winter time. We're going to start doing some more podcasts, but I got a studio down the driveway, and I'm sitting in my own living room right now, and man, it's hotter than, oh man, it's hot. You know how hot it is. It's hotter than hell out there. So Vernie and I just got through, Vernie just got through mowing hay down here a minute ago, and I got the books from Sheldon, Missouri. I'm gonna start off with I'm gonna start off with the little sled on Friday night. Somewhere I didn't do the books. They did the books and announced it and everything, and I think we had close to 100 entries, around 100 entries. I haven't really counted them yet, but I think I came up with about almost around 150 hooks at Sheldon, Missouri on Friday night. So everybody wanted me to start posting results, and like I said, a lot of you quit doing Facebook and don't do Facebook no more. You got mad at Facebook, so I thought, well, I got this channel, I'll just keep you all updated. So we're going to start off from Sheldon, Missouri's results from the pull. Friday night, we went and had kids 800-pound single class. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We had 10 kids entered in that. And it looks like to me the first place went to Huxley Lipe, L-I-P-E, and if I butcher your name, I'm sorry. It's L-I-P-E. You had 150.76 feet. In second place went to Bennett. And I can't, her writing, I can't even read it. F-A-I. For Brian, you had 99.10. And third place was Cody with 97.80. So good little turnout in the single cylinder class. In the kids twin class, looks like we had 1, 2, 3, 4. In the kids twin class, Chase Luther, he won on him and his brother. I think they had 2 tractors and they each swapped on them. So Chase Luther got first on something he was driving at 104.74. Second place went to Chase Luther on the other tractor with 100.53. And third place went to his brother Tucker with 90.67. Then we moved on to the 850-pound 12-horse class. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in that class, it looks like. No, 9. We had 9 in that class. First place went to Paxton Johnson with 239.80. Second place went to Faith Soul. She had 214.52. And third place would have been Briar Rayburn with 205.97. Then they throwed on 100 pounds on the same tractor, 12-horse stock. And it looks like we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like I had 7 in that class. First went to Paxton Johnson, 228.51. Second went to Butch Hayslip, 203.76. And third place went to Kylie Ball with 190.14. So then we went to the 18-horse block here. A stock tractor, Governor, weighed 950 pounds. We had 16 of them in the class. First place went to Lynn Mann. he had 228.75. Second place went to 228.18 with his son Russ. So that's a pretty close match there. And third place went to Brock Rayburn. He had 222.62 for third place. So then we went to 950-pound super stocks. A super stock tractor is a original frame. It's got a 18 horse block limit, and it's not governor. It's an open RPM tractor, and it can have pulling gears. So it looks like we had 12 in that class. First place went to Wyatt Philbin with 230.76. Second place went to Hunter Philbin with 223.84. And third place went to Mason Berryhill with 220.94. Honko, you had 217.46, so you was over the 200 mark. Looks like you would have got, looks like to me on here you would have been fourth place in that class. So then we moved on to a 1,050-pound stock Alder tractor, 27 horse block limit. Looks like we had 10 in the class. So the winner was at 248.55 was Rick Marty. Second place was going to be Perry Townsman, driving the Streaming Eagle. He had 246.34. Well, that was a close race too. And third place went to Sam Soule with 244.38. That's pretty close for first. I mean, that's a first place race there within a feet and inches. So we didn't have no diesel tractors. Nobody showed up in the diesel division. We didn't have any motorcycles. So we had 1,100-pound open class. You bring it and pull it. Hope you brought enough. That's what the rules say. So anyway, they pulled twice, okay? We start off with we actually start off with the diesel class. We pulled 2 times and then we add that together. So we're in the big classes now. So in the 1,100-pound open, we had 1, 2, 3, 4. We had 5 tractors in there. So Lynn Mann, he ended up overall first place. Second place was Ronnie Fortner, and third place was Rusty Mann. And then I believe the other places would have been Keith Hugg and Perry Townsend. Of course, Perry had a little bad luck. He had something happen on his second hook, and he only took it out there 38 foot. So, and that happens. That's tractor pulling. So that was the open class. So we didn't have no, like I said, didn't have no motorcycles. We didn't have no four-wheelers. So we went right straight to the V8 mini rods. And this was quite a deal here. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We had 11 mini rods. And that's a lot. And there ain't no placing on this because I should have did my homework before I turned the camera on. But I believe Jeff Peterson was first place. Brandon Coons was second place. And I think Mason Berryhill was third place. And I believe that's right. I should have totaled these all up, but I think that's the way it was. Because I've seen it. She had a paper in here earlier that had everything on it. But I know that's the results. Jeff Peterson, Landon Coons on his new tractor. And then I think the third place was Mason Berryhill. So that pretty well. And then we had 2 big tired mini rods, which Jeff Peterson and Gage Peterson. And Dad put it on Gage for a total win, and Gage ended up second. So I'm going to move on to the antique class. See what happened there. We got home. We finished the garden tractor pull. We started at 6:30 in the evening, and I think our last hook was 5 after midnight. It was 5 minutes after midnight when we finished. So we drove home. Time we packed up and drove home and got unhooked and on all that stuff, got ready for the next day. I think I walked into my house at, I think it was 15 after 3, something like that. Of course, had to take a shower. I finally, I think, got in bed about 3:30. And you know, when you've been running all night and I don't know, you feel like you can't go to sleep. Well, that's the way I felt. So I might have got to sleep by 4:30, and I slept a couple hours, got up about 7 o'clock and took off again, and we had an antique pull in Sheldon, Missouri. We started at 3 o'clock on Saturday. We pulled till we had all the 4,500 pound class done before the parade started, and usually we're almost starting at 4,000 when the parade's over. So we really stepped it up. We had them lined up, and they was coming and hooked on, and everything just good timing happened, and we got out of there early. So we actually got out of there about just a little after 10 o'clock, and I got home a little after about 11:30. So that was an early night for me. So we started out with 2,500 pound class at 3 mile an hour. We had 2 entries. We had Lee Rickman from Circoxie, Missouri, and we had Perry Townsman from Fort Scott area. And Perry won it. And of course, the first hooks was kind of with the track, you know, and the sled. We thought we had the sled lighten, but just the way the track was, even Perry's good tractor. I mean, he had a pretty nice tractor, and Lee's got a real nice tractor. Perry took it out there 100 foot, .94 for first, and Lee was at 78 foot for second. We didn't have anything in 5 mile an hour or open class. In the 3,000 pound class, Perry and Lee came back, and Lee ended up getting Perry with 160.94 for first, and Perry Townsman was 157.10. Nobody pulled in 5 mile an hour or open. So now we're getting in the other classes. We went up to 3,500 pounds, 3 mile an hour. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We had 6 entries in that class. First place went to Wyatt Howard on Grandpa Ronnie Budd's tractor at 214.48. Second place went to Benson Budd, which was one of Grandpa Ronnie Budd's tractors, for 201.96. And third place went to Carson Seaton with one of Grandpa's tractors at 193.53. So we're in the same weight class at 3,500 at 5 mile an hour. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 entries. First place went to Elmer Osterdyke from up there in the Lamar area. He had 179.43. Second place went to Benson Budd on that same tractor that he pulled in the 3 mile an hour for 157.06. Third place went to Wyatt Howard with a 154.03. I want to do a shout out to Wyatt Howard if you're watching this. Man, you did an awesome job flagging. Man, appreciate your help. You know, it's hard to get a flagman, and you stayed with us the whole day. You stayed with us till we pulled out of the parking lot that night, helping get our sled put up, our scale set up, and a big shout out to Grandma for letting you help us and everything. And I hope you got that sandwich ate, because Grandma fixed that sandwich for you about probably 45 minutes before you ate it. So I hope that sandwich, bread didn't get too dry on that sandwich. But anyway, we had 1 entry in the open class, and that's going to be Elmer Osterdyke, and Elmer drug it out there 206.50. Then we moved up to the 4,000 pound class. We had several entries in that. In the 3 mile an hour class, we had 1, 2, 3. We had 4 entries in 3 mile an hour. First place went to Craig Christick, my old buddy Craig Christick. He's driving his 44 Massey. He drug it out there 226.91. Second place went to Ronnie Budd on the old Blue Flame at 191.90. And then Perry Townsman Harry, you got beat at 187.69. Then we moved it up to 5 mile an hour, same weight class at 4,500. First place was Travis Riggs at 254.56. Second place went to Elmer Osterdyke at 246.03, I believe. What she says here. And third place went to Joe Falkenstock with 242 even. So you got third place. Big shout out to the Marty Boys. I know the Marty Boys brought one of their family tractors. It's been in the family for a long time. Farmall, H Farmall, and that thing was running. Because I believe if you stayed in there, I think you were, well, no, I got bad news for you, Rick. You got over in that loose soil and spun out, and you got 160.78. So that brought you to last in the class. Craig Christick, you was fourth in that class. Now we're going to move to open. So we had 3 entries in the open. We had Honko on the H, stepped it up a gear, put a pretty seatbelt on, went a whole whopping 1.8 mile an hour in the open class. We had Blaine Griggs, which Blaine, he probably traveled about 20-some mile an hour down through there with 176.16 for first place. And then second place went to Elmer Osterdyke with 147.08. Honko, you was 124.58, but I'm proud of you. You still won you a t-shirt at third place. So we're going to move up now to 5,000 pound class. Now we stopped to the parade after the 4,500 pound class. We had to stop for a parade. We were shut down for about an hour. I got my belly full finally, like I needed it. Took a break. It was a hot day, a hot afternoon. We spent our afternoon in the shade tree, or that hour in the shade tree, just telling stories and lies, and had a pretty good little break. And then we got back at it at 5,000 pounds. 3 mile an hour, we had 2 entries in that class. It was Craig Christie for 222.49 for first. Perry Townsman, you was 190.47. In the 5 mile an hour class at 5,000 pounds, first place went to Elmer Osterdyke at 260.57. Second place went to Travis Riggs at 248.02. And third place went to Joe Falkenstock, 247.32. And then Ronnie Budd, you were fourth at 226.83. In the open class, in the 5,000, first place went to Sam Cawthorn. He had smoked down the track at 225.32. Elmer Osterdyke, you were third place at 173.95. Because Blaine beat you at a 199.26. Then we stepped up to the 6,000 pound class, or the 5,500 pound class. We had 3 entries. We had Riley Heaston, one of our local girls that live around my area, came up and pulled, and she got first place with 222.41. Second place went to Whisper Kane. She pulled it out there at 208.92. And Gunnar Heaston, he was third place with 163.39. In the 5 mile an hour class, Gunnar Heaston came back. He kicked it up a little, his speed a little bit, and he got it out there 164.13, which made him first place because he was the only entry in it. So then we went to open class. Sam Cawthorn came back on his Alice, and he drug it out there 228.59. Gave old Vernie a ride there for a minute. So then we went to the 6,000 pound class. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 entries in 3 mile an hour. First place went to Mason Berryhill on his International tractor with 188.79. Second place went to Riley Heaston with a 178.36. And third place went to Justin. And Justin, you're going to kill me. I mean, we work with you all the time every year on Sheldon, but I forgot your last name. Justin. Driving the International with 175.17. And then of course, we had two more drug it out there, 158. Oh, that was real close. Both 158.75 and 158.45. That was a close race. So then we had one entry come back in the 5 mile an hour at 6,000 pounds. We've been Mason Berryhill, 186.22. Then open class, we had Sam Clawthorne again with 240.08. Then we went to the 6,500 class to wind it down for the evening. We had 3 entries in 3 mile an hour. We had Fred Heaston, Freddie Joe Heaston, and Justin again with no name. First place went to, no, I can't read this writing. I should have reviewed my notes. First place went to Carl Berryhill on the International for 220.94. Second place went to Fred Heaston with 181.64 on his John Deere. And third place went to Justin with 180.74. In 5 mile an hour class in the 6,500s, first place went to Fred Heaston with 189.24, and Carl Berryhill got second with 180.20. And in the open class, Sam Clawthorne fired down the track on his Atlas with 244.74. In the 7,000 pound class, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We had 7 entries in that class. Some big tractors. I remember a big an Allison in there, a big John Deere. We had International in there. They weighed 7,000 pounds, and that was any speed at the time that night. First place went to Justin with 180 even. Second place went to Russell with 179.10. And third place was Justin's sister, Kelsey, with 177.01. The 8,000 pound class, we had 3 entries. First place went to Neil on your John Deere. Good job, Neil. And then second place went to Justin. And third place was a young man that could drive a tractor. I don't know, he wasn't very old, but he could drive one. His name was Noah. And he was third place with 166.13. And then, of course, we played around a little bit. They had a bet going on who could pull what. Neil, Justin, and Dono Lathrop, they all had a shootout. And I think the surprising deal was Neil beat them all on his old Johnny Popper. Slow, you know, whatever the saying is, the slow turtle wins the race. He ended up, Neil winning with 205.52 in exhibition, and then Justin was, you gotta be kidding me. I did not realize this the other night. Justin had 112.07 and Dono had 112.07. I don't know how that happened. But anyway, that pretty well wrapped up our pool in Sheldon, Missouri at the Old Settlers Picnic on Saturday night. Got home pretty early and we got some rest. Our next pull, well, I'm going to pull it up here. Take just a second here. I'll pull it up and I'll let you know what's going on in the tractor pulling world. Of course, a lot of you know is, I think that maybe, okay, our next pull, antique pull, and garden tractor pull, will be Stott City, Missouri, starting at 6 p.m. August the 30th on a Saturday night. August 30th, 6 p.m., Stott City, Missouri. If you don't know where Stott City is, it's down, I think it's 97 highway. It's just the highway that Lockwood, Missouri's on. Just come down that road about 10 miles or get off the Stott City exit on I-44 and you go about 2 miles and you'll find it. But it's the daddy of them all, they call it over there in Missouri. They have pretty good pull over there. So we'll have both sleds over there. We'll be pulling garden tractors and antiques that night starting at 6 p.m. On the garden tractor side, anybody wants to go with us this coming Saturday night, we're going to Hoyt, Kansas. to pull up there. It's a really good track. They cut it. It's black dirt. If you want to get a bite, I mean, if you got some, you can test your horsepower up there. It's a really nice track. The big boys, I think, pulled this weekend up there. Nice facility on a hillside. The track's flat, but you got a hillside on the north side. Pretty country. You're gonna get a lot of rain up there too, I think. But anyway, you want to go with us? We're going to be leaving Saturday morning. We're going to convoy up. Our neighbors are going. We're taking either 4 or 5 mini rods in a garden tractor. So we're going to make an adventure to Hoyt, Kansas, and see what we can get done. But anyway, just wanted to jump on here and start. I'm going to start doing the results. Just for you fellers that don't do Facebook, and you can keep up with the world of tractor pulling. I've been going live some nights at a tractor pull, but you guys don't get to see this. Guy said his daughter showed him my live videos that when we're at a tractor pull. Anyway, I go live on Facebook, and some of them don't see it. You know, they're like me, they're old, but I still do Facebook. I probably do too much of Facebook, but anyway, I'm gonna start giving you an update, and one of these days we're gonna be in my little studio I put together. I got some people to talk with, and we're going to do some table of knowledge on this channel. We're going to do some more tractor pulling talk and stuff like that. So I got to get up because and turn my camera off because my battery went dead in my clicker, and I can't make this look like a professional video. So we'll catch you next time. Have a nice day.